Good morning, students. Today we are going to start our new chapter, that is the cell. It's very important chapter. So start. What is a cell? Look, different kind of buildings made up of bricks, stones. Like this, you are playing different kind of games, making your houses, buildings, and you use building blocks. Just like the building blocks, our body, not only our body, but also body of all living organisms made up of small structures, and these small structures are known as cell. So cell is known as a structural unit of all living organisms. Cell is known as a structural unit of all living organisms. Got it? Cell is living part. Because it is living part, it involved into different kind of functions. Different kind of functions. Cell combine to form, we will discuss later on, tissues combine to form organs, system and entire body. Now look over here. So we can see all the functions of the body perform at the level of cell. All the functions of the body perform at the level of cell. So cell is known as functional unit. Why cell is called a structural unit? Because body of all organisms made up of cell. All the functions which are required to survive an organism perform at the level of cell, so it is known as functional unit. Got it? Any doubt? No? Very good. Now, discovery of the cell. How cell was discovered? Actually, there was a scientist. He was an orator. Right? जो स्पीच देते हैं, orator. Discovery of cell. Cell was discovered by a scientist named Robert Hooke. In 1665. Actually, he was doing some work and cut the thin slice. प्याज काटते हैं, प्याज की thin slice. Just like to onion slice. He observed cork, and cork is used in laboratories to cover. पहले के टाइम पर रबड़ तो होता नहीं था, प्लास्टिक भी नहीं था जो उसको कवर कर ले, तो बोटल्स को कवर करने के लिए दे यूज दी कॉर्क. Cork is used to cover the bottle. Cork, flexible wood. So when he cut the thin slice of the cork and observed under self-made microscope, then he observed certain honeycomb-like structures. मधुमक्खी का छत्ता जैसे होता है वो ऐसी स्ट्रक्चर उनको नजर आई. He observed honeycomb-like structures. You can say small boxes, small compartments. You can say vacant space like this. These are honeycomb-like structures. As I said. Small compartments he observed under his microscope. He observed like this small compartments, and in Latin language, why we use the Latin language in science? Because Latin language is the dead language. Latin language is the dead language. In our Hindi, there are a number of the paryayavachi shabd. In English, there are a number of the synonyms. But in case of the Latin language, जो एक बोल दिया बस उसका एक ही मीनिंग होगा. There is only single meaning. That's why in all science we use the Latin language. Different kind of words come from the Latin language. In Latin compartments, the term compartments means cellula. Term compartment means cellula. So the Robert Hooke wrote a book, Micrography. Robert Hooke was too much excited by seeing these compartment-like structure, honeycomb-like structure in his microscope that he wrote down an entire book that is known as Micrographia. Right? So Micrographia book written by Robert Hooke, and he named these compartments as cellula. Later on नाम चेंज होते रहते हैं. किसी का नाम राजेश है, राजेश से राजू, रज्जू से रज्जू, तो डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ नेम्स चेंज होता. Like this, from the cellula, the term change and ultimately cell. So cell term given by Robert Hooke. Cell was discovered by Robert Hooke. Actually, Robert Hooke observed the dead cells, not living cells. He observed the dead cells. Got it? Then who discovered the living cell? So there is a scientist who observed first living cell. His name Anton von Leeuwenhoek. Anton von Leeuwenhoek. He is the scientist Anton von Leeuwenhoek. He discovered first living cell. Now look, cell theory. What is a cell theory? Actually, what are the characteristics of a cell? Which kind of the structure and shape, size of the cell in living organisms? It will be decided by the cell theory. So, to determine different kind of functions, different kind of shapes, structure, to decide this, to explain this, certain postulates or principles given by the scientist, and this accumulation of the rules, postulates, concepts combinedly called as cell theory. So in 1838 there was two German scientists. In 1858 there were two German scientists, Schleiden and Schwann. They explained this theory. Along with these, Rudolf Virchow, one another scientist, who further later on explained this cell theory in detail. So look over here. All the living organisms made up of cells and cells are the basic structural and functional unit. Body of all living organisms made up of cells, and cells are the structural and functional unit of living beings. Second one, how the new cells arise. You know, in our body there are a number of the cells, millions of the cells daily die and new cells arise. How the new cells arise? In winter season you also observe white skin removed. So the to how the new cells arise. Second point, new cells arise from pre-existing cells. New cells arise from pre-existing cells by divisions. By the division, old cells divide to form new cells. Now next one, you know, different cells having different size, different shape, different structures, and these structure, shape, these are dependent upon functions of the cell. So look over here, third point, the organization of the cells in the body of living organisms. The organization of the cells in the body of living organisms, how it decides its structure and functions. Decides its structure and functions. Structure and functions will decide what will be the organization of the cell. Got it?